Is it the end for Amazon bundles UK and USA? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. If you don't know what's been going on, there's been a new bundle policy in place in the USA. I'm going to talk about that policy in this video, and I'm also going to talk about whether I think it's going to come to the UK, and if so, what you need to do to prepare. Stay tuned. If you don't know who I am, I've sold around about 2 million on Amazon. I've launched hundreds of unique bundles. I currently sell in the UK and the USA, so I'm pretty well versed in this stuff. Let's dive in. So here's what we know so far. So there's a new branded bundle policy. What does this mean? This means that in these categories I'm about to list, you will no longer be able to create your own unique bundles in the USA for these categories. That means you're not allowed to put it under your own branded listing. You're not allowed to put it under generic. Nothing. Dada. Done. This is for grocery. It's for pets. It's for health and beauty. And it's for the baby category. They're the 4 categories that are impacted by this. That's it. Could there be more categories in the future? Maybe. But right now, it's just them categories. Amazon has also further clarified that you're no longer allowed to bundle different branded products within one brand. They have to be the same brand. For example, if KitKat, wants to do a vegan KitKat bundle also mixed with a non-vegan KitKat bundle, which no one would ever do anyway, you're not allowed to do that. It all has to be the same product, the same brand, even if the brand owns all them items. Amazon have also made it very clear now that you're no longer allowed to mix your own private label products or unique products. People are buying from Shein and Temu and stuff like that. You're no longer to mix that stuff with bundles. It all has to be the same brand, the same products, and no other brands either. So that's the policy. Now, what does this all mean? Now, obviously, right now, it means that Amazon in the USA for these categories, you're no longer allowed to do the bundles. That's it. At current, there's not really any way around that from what we're seeing. Now, giving my take on this, the actual USA bundle policy as it stands, is very important not to run into panic mode. There's going to be a lot of new opportunities that come from this, and first take is that it's just 4 categories. That's what I want to say. I want to make it absolutely categorically clear. It is these only 4 categories that are impacted as this stands. So there's still millions of other opportunities, right? This is for consumables only in them categories. The next thing that I want to touch upon is the fact that I know a lot of sellers, and let's be honest, 90% of sellers that are doing bundles probably weren't adhering to the bundle policies anyway. Now, that has come with risks, and some people have been deactivated, obviously, and they shouldn't be doing that. But Amazon actually enforcing this change for bundles that are currently already listed is going to be one hell of a job. So we don't know how it stands at this point. It's too early to say. But are Amazon going to suddenly take away every single non-compliant bundle, the millions that are probably on the marketplace? I just can't see it happening. I think they're going to go for the big brands, the big boys that they see in people's titles, in people's keywords, in people's descriptions, etc. But it's too early to say. Now, let's talk about the UK, because a lot of you will be just selling in the UK. Is this going to come to the UK? Now, there's a strong possibility it could come to the UK. Absolutely. And we have to prepare for that. Right now, it's not coming. There's no announcement of it coming. It could be this sort of stuff can take a year, 2, 3, 4 years until it may come over here. But it's quite likely it will come over here. I don't think it'll be in the next 12 months. Now, in the USA, they've said that they're going to give people 30 days notice that have got non-compliant bundles. That's really kind of Amazon. So that means us in the UK, for current bundles, if it does come over, we're going to get given notice, we hope, and we're going to get given 30 days for non-compliant bundles. It hopefully doesn't mean they're just going to suspend everyone's accounts. So this is a good thing. Now, as I just said, it also depends how hard they go down on these things. I've been an Amazon seller for 5 years, coming up to 6 years now, right? And I know Amazon usually goes really hard in the early days when they've got new policies and stuff like that, and then they don't actually fulfill what they initially said in that policy, or it can take them years to fulfill that. So it all depends. It's too early to say how hard Amazon go down, even if they come to the UK, how hard this policy is enforced. That being said, it's good to get ready. Now, as I say, too early to say right now. The number one thing is to look at the categories that you are allowed to sell in still in the USA with bundles and focus on them perhaps for the UK. That's certainly what I'm going to be looking into, many categories. But the other option, which once again is yet to be disclosed because we don't know yet, is looking into a way of doing the bundles that's more of a private label way. Okay, more of a private label way of doing these bundles. And once again, we will find a way to do that. A lot of people will be doom and gloom about this, and it's the end of the bundles. I can assure you they will not be going anywhere. There will be a way. There's always a way for the tenacious that stay on Amazon, and we will find it. It's as simple as that. This has got a lot of opportunities that will come with it as well, because if Amazon do remove millions of bundles, the demand doesn't go anywhere. There's still demand for that, and that demand must be met, and I promise you it will be met. It will be met by the most compliant sellers, by the most tenacious sellers, and by the most sellers that have got most experience, that are willing to adapt and pivot. Amazon is no different to any other business. Things like this happen. It's those that stick with it and adapt and carry on fighting are the ones that win. Make sure you follow the Mr. Hayden YouTube channel for regular Amazon PPC content, as I own an Amazon PPC agency as well, and regular Amazon content. And make sure you follow this as well, this TikTok. See you soon.